It was the silent afternoon of 4th August 2020 when an extremely powerful explosion shook the city of Beirut, the capital of Lebanon, killing nearly 220 people and causing about 7,000 injuries. The explosion was caused by 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate, which was stored in the port of the city without proper safety measures for almost 6 years. The event has gone down in the records as one of the biggest man-made disasters in the history. Little errors, which we sometimes tend to overlook, grow big enough to cause irreversible large-scale damage. Welcome to Masterlist, and today we are taking a look at the top 5 man-made disasters in history, some of which have been caused by simple carelessness and some as an intentional display of power. So let's get started right now. Number 5. Bhopal Gas Tragedy. On December 3, 1984, about 45 tons of methyl isocyanate, which is a highly poisonous gas, escaped from a pesticide plant owned by Union Carbide India Limited in the city of Bhopal, India. The gas, which reached the nearby densely populated areas, ended up killing thousands of people immediately. While the official death toll is around 15,000, some believe that more than 35,000 deaths have occurred till date, as even years later, the survivors still suffer from respiratory problems, eye irritation, blindness, and other ill effects resulting from exposure to the toxic gas. The chemical plant was in extremely poor condition and had broken several safety regulations years before the accident. As all these errors accumulated over time, on the night of the fateful incident, a safety release system was activated and a storage tank was emptied in the air to prevent a huge chemical explosion. The Bhopal gas tragedy remains one of the worst industrial accidents in history. Number 4. Chernobyl nuclear disaster. The Chernobyl disaster, which happened in 1986 at the Chernobyl nuclear power station in the Soviet Union, is considered the worst nuclear accident in history, which killed about 30 operators and firemen within 3 months and dozens of others due to radiation sickness in the following years. The accident was caused due to flawed Soviet reactor design and some serious mistakes made by the plant operators. On the night of April 26, a chain reaction in the core of the nuclear power plant went out of control and blew off the lid of the reactor, which released a large amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere, which was then carried out to great distances by air currents. Even after more than 30 years, the explosion zone and surrounding areas are still unsafe due to radiation poisoning, and scientists estimate that the place will not be habitable for up to 20,000 years. Number 3. Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. One of the worst ever uses of nuclear energy in warfare, the atomic bombings on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki remain the deadliest and only usage of atomic bombs in war. On August 6, 1945, during World War II, a US bomber dropped a uranium bomb nicknamed Little Boy over Hiroshima. The destruction was unlike anything in the history of warfare. The city was immediately flattened, killing over 140,000 people. Tens of thousands more died of injuries caused by radiation poisoning in the upcoming months. Pictures from tragic incident show a huge mushroom cloud caused by the blast, which rose to 9,000 meters. Temperatures near the blast reached about 7,000 degrees Celsius, and all humans and animals were literally seared to death by the tremendous heat. When Japan did not surrender, another bomb nicknamed Fat Man was dropped 3 days later by the US on the city of Nagasaki, which killed another 75,000 people. Japan surrendered 6 days later, ending World War II. Japan is the only country to have experienced a nuclear attack. The bombings were as questionable back then as they are today. 6 out of 7 5-star US generals and admirals at the time argued that an atomic bombing was unnecessary because a Japanese surrender was imminent. Number 2. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. The Darwaza gas crater in Turkmenistan, also known as the Door to Hell, is a natural gas field that has been burning continuously since 1971. This 230 feet wide burning crater was created when a Soviet drilling rig accidentally punched into an underground gas cavern. The ground collapsed and the entire rig sank into it. The accident caused poisonous gases to emit from the crater at an alarming rate. Worried about the potential environmental catastrophe that it could cause, the scientists set it on fire, expecting the gas reserves to burn out in a few weeks. 40 years later, and the pit is still burning endlessly. The scientists underestimated the amount of fuel that lay down below. By the way, Turkmenistan has the 6th largest natural gas reserves in the world. The country hopes that it will become a tourist site, and the nearby desert has already become a popular place to camp. Although the incident has not caused any human casualties, it has resulted in wastage of tons of natural resources over the years which could have been put to good use. Number 1. The Deepwater Horizon explosion. Another drilling rig mishap, which happened on April 20, 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico, approximately 66 kilometers off the coast of Louisiana, caused a massive explosion, resulting in the largest marine oil spill in history. The entire rig sank into the sea, killing nearly 11 workers. 4 million barrels of oil flowed into the sea from the incident over a period of 87 days. On the night of April 20, a surge of natural gas blasted through the concrete core from the seabed and traveled up to the Deepwater's rig's riser to the platform, where it ignited and killed 11 workers and injured 17 others. The rig sank on the morning of April 22, causing a massive oil spill. After huge environmental damage, the leak was sealed on July 15, 2010. Oil continued to wash ashore in many areas, and much of it could not be removed due to various logistic limitations. So guys, those were some of the worst man-made disasters which have shaped the history of humankind. If you've liked the video, drop a like and tell us in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel for more such interesting content. This is Masterlist. See you in the next one.